You might be a business owner and you're running around thinking, oh my God, what should I be focusing on? What should my priorities be on a day-to-day basis? We're going to talk about the 1-1-1 method. First, I'm going to explain what the 1-1-1 method is. Then I'm going to explain how to do it. So 1-1-1 is 1 hour a week spent on customer interviews, 1 hour a week spent on solving customer problems, and 1 hour a week spent on figuring out distribution. That includes marketing and also your distribution channels. Customer interviews. Businesses that do customer interviews actually increase revenue by up to 30%. So you'll start by doing 1 hour a week of customer interviews. And then as you see the goal, you can actually expand that more. First things first is choose a customer who has bought repeatedly from you. That person is probably invested in your business somehow, invested in your product. First of all, you need to find out what the customer's problem is, okay? What pain point is the customer trying to solve? What kind of outcome are they trying to get to? And then you also need to find out what is the financial or the personal cost of that for your customer. So first you can ask your customer, so what was the reason that you reached out to us? What other products had they tried before? What other services had they tried before? This is really great because they'll probably tell you about their competitors. And it will also just give you an understanding of what are their frustrations. So for example, we sold hair products that helped women to grow their hair. And so yes, growing your hair on the outside, you want to look good and so on and so forth. But it's also about confidence, feeling independent. So all of these things are deeper level answers that you are trying to get to, because it can also help you to figure out the next step, solving your customers' problems. Once you've spoken to a lot of customers, you'll start to see a thread, you'll start to see a commonality, and you'll get ideas about, hey, actually, we don't have this product in our lineup, or we don't have this as a service. But a lot of customers have been talking about it. It's come up a lot in interviews. How about we actually create something that specifically addresses our customer's pain point, helps our customer go from A to B. Listen, this is the reason why customer interviews are so important. You have all of this rich, delicious customer data about, the problems that they're experiencing and their deeper pain points. Listen, this is gold. You can literally take the customer's words, take what their deeper pain point is, and create a lot of marketing content around what the customer has said. And honestly, what's going to happen is a lot of your future customers will be like, oh my God, it's like this person read my diary. This is like, how do you understand my problem so deeply? It's because you've spoken to customers. Hello. Now, the third part of this equation, I really believe that this is what in the end kills businesses. So I think about distribution in two ways, okay? Number one is, how am I going to build awareness for my product? How am I going to get my product or my service in front of my customer? So on one hand, we're talking about awareness, and then on the other hand, we're talking about fulfillment, okay? What are the social media channels or the online channels your customer hangs out on? And then what are the sort of avenues your customer naturally uses? For example, if you have a healthcare product, what shops should you put your healthcare product in order to make sure that it actually goes to your customer? In order to make sure that it's easy for your customer to buy repeatedly? Or if your customer buys online, are there some online stores that you should be partnering with? So spending an hour a week thinking about, how am I going to get my product to my customer? What are the multiple channels that I'm going to use to get my product physically or digitally to my customer? And then also thinking about, okay, how am I going to build awareness and demand for my product by creating a lot of content and sharing a lot of content around my customer's problem on the channels that they feature on. When my sister and I first started our very first business in university and we're selling hair products, we honestly didn't know a damn thing about running a business. And this would have just been so useful.